I want to give props to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver because he handled a situation that is very delicate so well last night. He was on ESPN's Return to Sports special. And the backdrop is there are players like Kyrie Irving, like Dwight Howard, that are hesitant about the NBA restarting. They say they want the focus to be on the Black Lives Matter movement. They want it to be focused on the country progressing with black people being treated better and more respectfully. And they think that the NBA returning will just distract from that movement. So it's a very delicate issue. Adam Silver said something about that and also the pandemic, people worried about the coronavirus, some of the players. And he used three very important words, three key words when he's talking about both of those situations, the pandemic and the social unrest. See if you can pick out these three words that help the situation massively.
Listen, it's not an ideal situation. We're trying to find a way to our own normal in the middle of a pandemic and now with enormous social unrest in the country. And so as we work through these issues, I can understand how some players may feel that it's not for them.
I can understand. Those three words are powerful. They're disarming. When you tell someone, I understand what you're saying, that's validation that their thoughts make sense, that you can follow them. I think on this show, and I say it all the time, I have no problem if you disagree with me. That's totally fine. We're going to see things differently. But I have this need, this burning desire for you to at least understand what I'm saying. And when someone doesn't understand, it's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Here, let's try it again. And when you're talking about something involving social unrest, the stakes are greatly raised. So for Adam Silver to say, I understand what you're saying, Kyrie Irving, I understand what you're saying, Dwight Howard, that in and of itself goes a long way. It is disarming to hear someone recognize that they can understand what you're saying. Now, he also has the right touch, because if he sounded like Charles Barkley, this is Charles Barkley on ESPN 2 days ago. If Adam Silver was on ESPN last night and sounded like Barkley, it would be a massive situation right now. Here's Barkley.
It's not good on any front. I have no idea what Kyrie and Dwight are talking about, but it'll be a catastrophic mistake not to play.
Okay. Barkley's like, I don't know what these dudes are talking about. This is ridiculous. You should play. If Adam Silver is saying that, we have mayhem right now. As a manager, you have to have a certain tact. And Adam Silver has it. I'll tell you a quick story. So I was a manager in New York one time. I was a program director at a sports radio station in Albany, New York. And we had a meeting. And there were people in this meeting in the building that were just suggesting things for the station I ran. And these people were saying, hey, how about we have an event at this location? I'm like, we can't. How about we have this guest on a show? We can't. We've tried. I was like Mike Singletary. Remember the 49ers former head coach who was like, can't do it? That was me in the meeting. Every suggestion, I was like, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. And after the meeting, Rick Scott, who was our consultant, he's a sports radio veteran, he came up to me and he was like, Brian, you got to be careful how you talk to people. And I looked at him like he had three heads. I was like, what are you talking about, man? And he's like, if you say things a certain way, it's not just what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. If you say it in a certain way, they might receive it and get the wrong message. If you just shoot them down and say, can't do it, they might think, well, he's not receptive to my ideas here. They might think, man, he's tough to work with. So you got to be careful how you say things because people might get the wrong message. And that taught me a lot. And you see it with Adam Silver. He has a way of creating a peaceful vibe and keeping the waters still instead of making things rockier than it already is. Here's another comment from Kendrick Perkins, former NBA player. He was on the DA show on CBS Sports Radio. again, what Kendrick Perkins says here, it's fine. It's his opinion. He's talking about Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie saying, hey, playing, it's not the right thing. It's going to be a distraction. People aren't going to be focused on the movement. Kendrick Perkins saying this is fine. Imagine if Adam Silver, NBA commissioner, was saying the same things.
He's not a powerful voice. He's a popular voice. You know, powerful, you're actually moving the needle. No one's listening to Kyrie. The NBA is going to continue. All he's doing is causing unnecessary drama right now between the NBA brothers that we don't need right now.
Okay. I laugh because just think of the fallout if that's Adam Silver saying, no one's listening to Kyrie Irving right now. He's creating unnecessary drama. I disregard that guy entirely. You want to talk about fallout? People are ticked off. There are people picketing against Adam Silver right now. So you have to have a certain touch, and he has that. In any relationship that you've been in, if you've had a partner that minimizes drama, it's peaceful. It produces happiness when things are just worked out easily. If you have a partner that creates drama, especially unnecessary drama, it is miserable. And it's just mayhem. Things are way more difficult than they need to be. So especially for an NBA commissioner, you have to have that feel and a way through your comments to minimize drama. And Adam Silver has that, especially now. There's social unrest. You say the wrong thing, we're looking at every little word. We're nitpicking everything. And if he steps in it and says something similar to how Charles Barkley or Kendrick Perkins says it, as the NBA commissioner, not former NBA player, now analyst, throwing in your 2 cents. It's fine for those guys. It's not fine for Adam Silver. And he gets it right. So I applaud the guy. He has a feel that is necessary. It is mandatory to be a commissioner in this day and age. And he's got it.